come on. Why are you not? Okay. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to another night of Warhammer Rogue Trader. Let's see if we can use this commutator now. Data out of secret analysis. I might F it. Proclaim only the words of the first Galvanic hymn will reveal you the gifts hidden behind the veil of knowledge. And I tried everything. The water force that floweth through veins of copper. Let us fill our soul with gratitude towards splendid resistors. The mortal body and the mechanic, they're all hopeless soul that the current present over the memory of ages is personal zealously. The screen goes dark in disappointment. I don't know how to make it open.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
I don't need it though. I believe I don't need it. Oh! There's a lot of bodies. Okay, so we have...
Surrender to the dark powers.
What the hell?
Surrender to the dark powers.
Where are you?
The world will bow.
And how can I have to do this? Oh my god. I really have to do this? To get in? The machine alter accepts the... Oh.
Embrace
Okay.
true power.
Dar Impulse 6. A shortish, muscular man wearing the scarlet colors of the priesthood of Mars steps into your path. The wrinkles on his cheeks and forehead point to his propensity for frequent outbursts of fierce anger. But right now he is showing no signs of aggression. Glowing blue patterns of electric tattoos or electoons show through his oddly bluish tinted skin. A tight bandage covers the man's eyes, yet he turns his face straight toward you with no hesitation. He has a sharp, screeching voice, not unlike a bird's cawing. May the charge of the Omnissiah's mercy priests in the hand of the faithful. May the motive force persist in their batteries. Make the signs of the Aquila, the Emperor protects, another blind heretic to battle. I, Rogue Trader Oscar von Valens, declared this monastery to be under my protection. The Emperor protects. The man responds curtly, as if giving a military command. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. The hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium receives you, Pilgrim. I am Dar Impulse 6, a servant of the Motive Force and the Praetor Electroid of the Sacred Monastery. Pascal bows down humbly before the man. A thrill of binary signals come from his vox, to which the Protector responds with a solemn gesture of blessing. Pascal turns to you and says, "The rank of Praetor Electroid is a sign of high standing with the Electro-Priest fraternity. To have been granted an audience is a great honor." The Praetor Electroid looks at Kibela. Should I read her like Kibla or Kiella? Whatever. I will still read Kibela. And gives a dignified nod. "You have brought an assassin. Good. She will find much work here. Are you ready for new toils, blessed slayer?" "Always. Can it be any other way?" "You have the honor of hosting the rogue trader of House von Valencius. I urge you to follow proper etiquette when interacting with the eminent bearer of the sacred warrant. Within these walls, worldly titles are nothing before the Motive Force. Your deeds, however, speak far louder than titles, for your path here is sprayed with the blood of desecration." It was to you, was it not? The Logis Abel came seeking an interpretation of his data trance. Yes, Tech Brother Abel arrived here to engage in a magnetic meditation that would help clarify his vision. Unfortunately, the heretics' machinations prevented us from completing the ritual. The esteemed Logis volunteered his help in defending the monastery, but contact with him was lost soon afterwards. Tell me more about Logis Abel. We did not speak much to each other. He preferred to devote his time to solitary reflections in his chapel. The Omnissiah has given Tech Brother Abel a gift of great insight, which allows him to discern each individual facet of existence rather than the overall view. This makes his logic different from that of other people. His mind has always been able to combine facts and conclusions into harmonious wholes that were nothing short of beautiful. Many among my flock found his sermons poetic. What kind of visions was he receiving? The Omnissiah's revelation was encrypted with great meticulousness, which indicates its great importance. Grasping it fully is beyond my ability, but a single touch was enough for me to realize the enormity of the secret concealed within. Or more exactly, the sacred design, which was how Tech Brother Abel referred to it. His mind had discerned in the world around him traces of some grand silence that he wished to comprehend. I have rescued him from the insurgents. I hope the Omnissiah preserves Tech Brother Abel's life, that he may continue to comprehend the mysteries he has tapped into. I have a few questions about this place and the people in it. Why are you calling me a pilgrim? What happened here and how did you manage to survive? Few questions about this place. Truth is like light, and blocking its path it's criminal. The Praetor Electroid nods majestically. Who are you? The hard-working servant and dwellers of the Cenobium, Electro-Priest of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Corpus Cari did us a great honor by entrusting into our care the sacred relic around which the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium was built. What precisely do you believe in? We have devoted ourselves to the worship of that aspect of the machine god, which is known as the motive force. It is the blessed divine spark that creates impetus in the universe. The Omnissiah in his mercy gave the world the gift of the motive force, and we follow its impulses in order to increase it, bring it to lay people, and protect it from unholy hands. The relic that this monastery protects provides the entire planet of Rikard Minoris with the blessed motive force. And we, unworthy though we are glad to serve the ancient machine that dwells in this place. Tell me more about your relic. It would be pointless to describe the miraculous fusion reactor. Only through beholding its ferocious power can one comprehend its blessed essence and fear the might of the Omnissiah. Its core was found 4,000 years ago and delivered to Rikard Minoris by the holy warrior of fate Lok Impulse, Impulse 1, during one of his campaigns. Its sacred spark has not gone out for an instant, and the walls and power units of this cenobium have been erected around the relic in order to protect it from ignorant laypeople, as well as protect them from its formidable might. Pascal keeps his solemn silence, but the quick clicking of his mechadendrite's claw betrays his excitement at being so close to the sacred Archaeotech. You are not like other members of the Adeptus Mechanicus I have met. Our faith imposes a duty of obedience on us. Every electric priest is given numerous electus that combine in a blessed voltagized circuit, allowing feeble flesh to withstand the might of the motive force. That is why our skin glows with its light, and our eyes boil and melt when we are ordained. Ouch! The Omnissiah's tears is what we call this phenomenon. This dying away of unworthy flesh. As we shun the layperson's primitive means of looking at the world, we gain the ability to sense the motive force around us with our entire bodies. Damn, that must have hurt. I understand everything. I am pleased to be the conductor of truths. Why are you calling me a pilgrim? Only those lay people who desire to experience the motive force are allowed to cross this monastery threshold. All others are profaners and criminals. You do not belong to the fraternity of lector priests, but your intentions are good. If you were not seeking the Omnissiah's wisdom, then it was the motive force itself that brought you here to find it. What happened here, and how did you manage to survive? When the heretics descended in droves upon the cenobium, we gave battle, but the unholy foes buried the Omnissiah's warriors under a mass of their bodies, thus extinguishing the defender's sparks of purity. It was then that I ordered my few surviving brethren to retreat into the monastery's sacred chamber. Upon taking refuge there, we began to destroy the blasphemous intruders in surreptitious ways. Alas, as fairy as my brethren's anger was, I had no right to permit them to die in honest combat, for the task of taking back our abode still lay ahead for us. I must commend the skill with which your secret chambers are concealed. You hear a tinge of one wounded pride in Heinrich's words, as if he is upset about failing to discover the Electro Priest's shelter. Your choice of tactics was wise as well. There was no point in losing more lives in the massacre that the cultist wrought. The leader of the heretics fought her way into the Ark, wherein dwells the miraculous fusion reactor. She is trying to desecrate the rite of operation with her unholy litanies, so that the relic may be corrupted and the world of Rykard minorities may perish in found fire. But my brethren in their magnetic meditation are hampering her efforts by chanting access request prayer in unison, thereby suppressing the commands that the blasphemers enter. The Praetor Electroid nods toward his entranced comrades. This holy place will be protected against sacrilegious practices, I swear it. I was attacked by people who looked like Electro Priests. That is a lamentable mistake. We knew of no help. We knew of no help that was on its way, and were not expecting to encounter any allies in the monastery chambers. But I see that you are alive, and I mourn the senseless deaths of my brethren. I wonder if you would have so touchingly mourned the Lord Captain's death, or if such sentiments would have only been awoken by the sound of our void ship delivering a punitive strike from orbit. Damn, Abelard, you don't have to be so rude. Abelard. And the governance guards can help you reclaim the monastery. You made the right decision when you choose to avoid combat and save yourself. Thank you, Pilgrim. It was not easy watching unholy intruders stampede through the chambers of my temple. We all envied our brethren who had fallen before the sacrilege began. I wish to get the holy reactor. To get to the holy reactor. Cool. The Ark is hidden from Pilgrim's eyes, but considering the extraordinary circumstances of your visit to this monastery, I grant you that right. The hall that leads to the high reliquary has been barred by the enemy, but I will open a secret path for you. Enter the Ark and experience the motive force, Pilgrim. We will pray to the security systems that they may refrain from punishing you for your intrusion. I have a few questions more. Oh, requires dogmatic follower. Okay, I understand everything. I must press on. May the charge of the Omnissiah's grace persist in the batteries of the faithful. Wait, there was so more. There was more of this, of questions. Electro Priest, Battle Impulse. There are only Electro Priests in here. Okay. I have like no agility, no intelligence, perception, willpower, or fellowship. But I still have my
I tread a path
to the
unexplored.
bowels. Okay, I think I saved, but I will save again. Because this battle is tricky as hell.
Over there.
Yup. Thank you. I will collect it. With pleasure. Why my phone is acting weirdly? Oh, stop. Stop doing whatever you do. The face of the woman who stands before you is hidden behind a grotesque bearded mask. Yet the voice pouring out beneath it belongs to someone else. It is the husky, somber bass of a void wolf. A border ships. How predictable your path is, how static, all the possible deaths you have skirted, only to perish here in the fairy tempest that will mark the final dawn. The woman turns her mask to Pascal and gloats. You have arrived just in time, little cog. The schismaticals use your regalia like a mask to subdue the reactor. Pascal's vox rasps musingly. A cog? I cannot comprehend why apostates try to insult me by comparing me to the sacred symbol of our faith. It is irrational. His visor lights up like a crimson herald of bloodshed, and his dreaming mechadendrite whirs viciously as it rides to strike. The sacred cog grinds all corruption to dust. From the dust, I will build order. Step away from the sacred reactor and I might allow you to surrender. Pascal announced my arrival with a talented enemy. Can you do the governor's voice? Can you do the governor voice? I cannot. Slaves such as you and he have no voice. You are mute. The woman's voice breaks, and shifts to a different pitch and timbre. A martyr's voice, young, fervent, and in pain. Time has all but run out. I can hear the first of the future knocking on the door of the present. Choose quickly what you want to be when it walks in. A blind slave to what is gone, a faithful servant of what is to come, or a corpse. I would take some time to rest from you the details of the future, that the cold prophecies. Hopefully, when we are done, what's left of you will still be capable of coherent speech. What you'll be is a living torch blazing of his glory. Argenta's voice burns with a pure hatred and trembles with impatience to make the promise come true. There's heretical follower. Take a good look at me, Aurora. Predestination has changed. Now I am your master's favorite. Will you dare to go against his will? Yep. What is this poisonous speaker trader? Interesting choice of words, Oscar. Aurora hesitates. Then a mad woman's Hoer's laughter comes from behind the mask. You are no successor to Brother Twilight. Oh no, you are a mere impostor believing himself to be decider of fates. I deny you, I deny you. Aurora's entire body flinches, as if she has been struck. A cough sends a scarlet spatter through the grill of her mask. What is that? Punishment? But for what? I have not renounced the edge. This cannot be. Execute them at once. Aurora attempts to recite an unholy litany to Broken Gothic. In Broken Gothic, but her own voice fails her as she is shaken by a violent coughing fit until she can barely breathe. The Electro Priests rip their hands off the command panels, rending the flesh on the stakes that pierced them. As the schismatical controlled bodies are imbued with the multi-force radiance, all the unfortunates can do is scream in horror and plead for a swift death. Wait, you lost your hands?
Your existence is naught but ashes.
Your hands! Oh, maybe not. Who I can... Okay, there's a lot of you too. Oh, this is going to be a massacre. Okay, you will go here. Heinrich will go here. You will stay in here. I know that if I use this, she will lost her movement phase. She will lose her movement phase, probably.
I feel nothing.
Or maybe
The
I'm
end.
mistaken.
I serve the ruinous powers.
I serve the villainous power. You don't want to do this. Hendrix. Let's give her
Naturally.
strength.
Let's see to it.
And let's try. Oh, I can't do this.
I won't object to it.
You Abelard, you're standing here.
Indeed.
Oh, I cannot. Damn it.
Victory
Can I
is
shout to you? Yes. You can come to me. Okay. Damn, there's a lot of you. Perfect spot. The operative gains 25% cover efficiency if in cover. 15 perception and 15 ballistic skill. The effects last until the operative moves. Okay, kill this. Ooh, shit.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
How can you... Okay, whatever.
I'll do it.
Of course, almost everything went to him.
Doubt is for the...
Holy crap. I'm gonna die. No. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's go.